Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing. New things pop up all the time. This will be a general Aries to Pisces, okay? And welcome back everybody that's been around. Likes, shares, comments, thank you. Just in doing our generals for the week, I'd noticed a few topics coming up that constantly popped up a bunch. So I thought we would do a general Aries to Pisces for each kind of like topic or grouping of topics, okay? This one is going to be pretty much about just like lessons and self-management needs at this time, regarding any energy to be aware of, maybe external if it's an external issue. We're going to pull out from the Soul's Lessons Journey deck and see what lesson is popping up, and then kind of get into the general energy, masculine, feminine, and do a little chakra pull, okay, for healing. And then finish it out with the ancestor spirit, okay? So it'll be kind of like a combination of two types, because I notice there's a lot of rebirth energy going on, a lot of transitional energy, transformational energy. So it would be good to kind of check in on that. So I'll do that Aries to Pisces down below. This will be for your sun, moon, and rising, okay? So follow all your placements, all right? Let's get going. All right, Aries, sun, moon, and rising. I'm going to go ahead and pull the 3 decks that I need. I can just kind of like take a gander at my notes from my grimoire. Make it quick, all right? Let's see what soul lesson there is for Aries spirit at this time to be aware of. Please and thank you. All right. Let's pull out a card for the feminine energy. See where the feminine energy is at the moment. Surrounding Aries, please. It's kind of a freestyle pull, so we'll see how it goes. See if I can do all 12 quickly. Not make it like a 2-hour-long general, but we'll see. All right. And masculine energy, please. And I will read both the shadow side and the upright versions for these cards as well. All right. Perfect. All right. Your soul lesson is fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Outcomes in life are determined by either love or fear. Love is the energy the soul lives in. Fear is a 3D manifestation of ego. To wallow in fear is going against your authentic self. When fear is present, it is an opportunity to convert doubt to trust so you can live authentically and soulfully. All right? Your feminine energy, let me get to that page. Oh, beautiful, is Aryan Rod, okay? I'm going to stick this here. There we go. Aryan Rod. Bring forth something new, either in the physical, spiritual, or subconscious. Something that will take you out of fear, you know, perhaps getting over a fear, or just flipping the script on fear and doing the polar opposite, love frequency-wise, of whatever it is fearing, okay? So there may be some fears to kind of work through still, or at least some doubts, right? Okay? And you have Ul, focus. All right. In the upright, he's mindedness and intent needed for success right now, having stamina for long-term projects. So whatever it is you're working towards at the moment, you're going to need to have some stamina. It might be a long-term project you might want to work into, okay? Just be careful not to neglect or be too focused on something when you have other responsibilities. So time management will be key with him, okay? Whatever this long project is. Now, and it could be just you working on a huge canvas or a painting or something, or writing a book, right? Of course, you're going to want to break that up and schedule time to write or whatever it is, okay? If it's some kind of project like that, right? However that applies to your situation, okay? Let's see what healing, what chakra, please and thank you, Spirit. All right. You have card number, I was trying to see where the camera is, 14, inner strength, okay? That is your solar plexus, I believe. So you might want to work on some solar plexus strengthening exercises, practices, okay? This is a reminder that it's time to call on your inner strength. You have the ability to deal with anything in your life. We are all part of the universe, which has magnificent power and energy available to us at all times. You are being invited to connect to, acknowledge, and call upon the incredible strength that lies within you. Life may be challenging for you at present, especially if you have fears, right? Okay. Those are hard ones to get over, especially if they've been with you for a long time, okay? And you are reminded that you have the tools and the ability to conquer anything that comes your way, whether it is an emotional, physical, mental, or spiritual challenge, and it could be a combination of all of those. Fears typically inundate all of those, okay? Know that you have the strength to move through it and come out the other end empowered. It's time to trust that you are strong enough and courageous enough to move through this difficult time and learn some powerful life lessons. The universe is always giving you opportunities to build inner strength, and fears are one of those, okay? Absolutely. You may be required to look at your situation from a different point of view, or even be willing to let go of some old belief systems that are weakening your inner strength. Whatever it is you are being guided to do, make sure to listen and put it into action. You have the courage of a lion, and it is time to roar and embrace this part of you in its totality. And since a lion was brought up, you might want to look at where Leo is in your chart as well, and may even check out Leo's timestamp, okay? All right, let's get one from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle for you at this time. All right, for Aries Spirit, perfect, thank you. You have explore your creative side. Visualize, paint, record. This could be an art project or a creative project of some kind that would help you at this time to get over some fears, okay? Get your artistic energy flowing. Try to make time for yourself to paint, write, sing, play, bake, or build every day, especially anything creative you might have some fears attached to, okay? Even if you can only find a few minutes at a time, and Old does suggest that you might want to pace yourself, right? Regularly engaging your imagination will make a noticeable difference to your energy. You do not have to be an artist, musician, or chef. When you start thinking more creatively, you invite inspiration and ingenuity to all that you do. When you unlock your imagination, you are opening yourself to the healing energy from the universe. Creativity is connected to your passion, your solar plexus, and sexual chakras, which is your sacral chakra. It is also linked to life force and positive energy. When you are not using your creativity, you can start to feel restless, frustrated, or numb. Re-energized by painting, planting, sewing, singing, playing, or thinking outside the box. This card also encourages you to look for a unique solution to a problem, okay? I'm immediately thinking of an example since they brought up like planting and gardening type stuff, right? Let's say you have a fear of spiders. I sure did. I had a lot of fears involved around, being around plants because I knew all kinds of bugs would be there, right? Chances are where there's bugs, there's spiders. So as I engaged more with gardening, it gave me an opportunity to come across any of these spiders that I can kind of like engage with more peacefully, move around, or, and kind of just get over that fear, that arachnophobic fear, right? Little bit at a time, and here I am doing something that's creative, right? Gardening is absolutely creative. It's also very grounding because you're working with Gaia, right? And you're also building patience and tolerance and learning all these life lessons through it. It's like a perfect activity to do. And then it's not just starting with planting or seeding or anything like that. You also get the opportunity to harvest. And I managed to harvest a lot of my spiritual tools and supplies from my own garden as a result. And it feels very fulfilling, as well as I know that at every step of growing the plants, and to harvesting them. Good intention had been put in throughout. And I was able to engage some of my fears and get over them a little bit. A little bit. That's not to say I'm going to go hold tarantulas anytime soon. But it's a start, right? Right, there you go, Aries. Check your other placements. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and pull all your cards for you, okay? Just so this is quick, because I know that's the part that takes the longest. All right, Taurus, your soul journey lesson is acceptance. I'm learning to accept things that I cannot change. This is an opportunity to release control as a lesson, okay? Opportunity to reassess a situation with tolerance, grace, and patience, seeing things for what it is, and it is an opportunity to learn from them. You also have Luhan, individuality. It's a sign to go your own way, even if it's not conventional or acceptable, with talent and confidence, okay? So there may be a situation that has been sociable and controlling, right? And maybe this is an opportunity for you to experience a little bit more autonomy and make your own sovereign decisions, right? You also have Jizzo, support, okay? So this is an offer to invite care to others and self, and to balance care, self-care, and passion, okay, compassion. On the shadow side, be wary of codependency and resentments if overgiving, okay? So like I said, you may be in a situation where you've been giving to a group, right? Like more than one, right? Or maybe that more than one feels like many people because they have a lot of demanded needs, right? Demands or needs. And now this is an opportunity that Spirit is trying to tell you, this is a lesson for you to grow your own and go your own way, okay? And you may need to kind of like evaluate why you are feeling more codependent of a situation, even in a small capacity, okay? All right, and this may actually have something to do with your heart chakra, number 17, inner child, okay? So go ahead and read that for you. It's time to create a more fulfilling, loving relationship with your inner child. Each person has with them aspects of the child, those parts of us that can be vulnerable, misunderstood, unloved, not heard, and those wounded feelings we hold on to as children. When we take these experiences into our adult life, our connection to the inner child is sometimes forgotten. Have you been beating yourself up lately, or been down on yourself and allowed people and situations in your life to affect you negatively? Pulling this card highlights that you are currently reacting to a situation from the perspective of the inner child. Old wounds may be opened, and you may feel trapped and confused. Know that it's time to give your inner child some love and care. Take some time to tune into this wounded being who lies within you. Ask what he or she requires in order to heal. You may feel drawn to go and see a healer, or to simply take some quiet time to engage in an inner dialogue with this part of you. And this is something you're going to have to do solo, right? Luhan is there to say that to you. I just realized these are covering them up. All right, there you go. All right. Whatever is required, know that it's a powerful time of healing and breaking free from these old restraints. It's time to set your inner child free and allow this aspect of you to feel safe, loved, and heard. It is time to be fully engaged and present with your inner child, to allow deep connection and healing. Love is the key. It is also very important to allow the inner child out to play. Life can become so serious and we forget to play, create joy, and have fun. When was the last time you played and felt like a kid? What does your inner child want to go do? Go play on a swing, dance, paint, go to the beach? It's time to let your inner child express himself or herself with play and joy. And think of a solo activity that would be fun for you, okay? So that you can kind of bond with self at this time a little bit, kind of pull yourself away from the group, right? Even if it's, for a couple hours once a week, right? Okay. You also have from the ancestor spirit, I'm going to put that right there. That works. Okay. Clear your mind, be present, focus, and embrace. There may be some more ideas here as well. This card reminds you to slow down and take stock of what is important to you right now. You may have lost your connection to who and what matters most. If there is too much confusion around you, you may lose focus, okay? Try not to get distracted from your values. Be clear about who you are and your immediate needs. Avoid putting your happiness and well-being off for another day. When you are focused, your energy has direction and purpose. Engaging in the moment helps you avoid distraction so you can give your attention to the task or people at hand. And in this case, it sounds like the universe wants you to go with self, okay? You need more self-love, okay? Being clear about what is important to you encourages the universe to flow with your intentions and goals. Appreciate the Paraha, who's in this picture here, that tribe, philosophy of living in the here and now. Don't keep looking to the past. Try not to worry about the future and enjoy what you are experiencing in the present. Love it. There you go, Taurus. Follow your other placements as well for some more insight, okay? Bye. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what Spirit has for you. I'm just going to go ahead and pull all the cards just to make it quick here. What's the lesson? All right. Let's get some feminine energy on deck here. What's this about, energy-wise? Thank you. Let's get our masculines on board, our masculine energy needs. What's this? Tell us more. Where are we at? All right. I like the strong energy already coming out. All right. Okay. Let's pull a chakra card. Healing guidance. All right. Taurus just got that one. That may be significant to you. Or you may have significant Taurus placements. And some final guidance from our ancestor spirits, please. Okay. Well, I'll take both. All right. Hold on, it's a bit of a mess. I have limited space here. All right. Your soul lesson is happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Following your bliss aligns you with the life your soul planned for you. Happiness guides you in the right direction. Live in your truth of what makes you happy. Remove anything that doesn't make you happy. Happiness comes from the frequency of love and allows for light to shine for others. Okay. There may be a circumstance where, it has been less than blissful, right? Or a bit challenging. Your feminine energy, you have Allah who came out for you at this time, morality. And she's just reminding you to align with your integrity, okay? You'll have justice if you're in the right, and it's a reminder to do so if it's not easy. To do right if it's not easy, okay? Know your truth. Align with your integrity, okay? Then you have Nuada. I'm going to read both shadow and upright for him as well, okay? He's all about questioning the cost of chasing perfection and loving your unique, weird self. On the shadow side, trying to be excellent is admirable, but something that's an unattainable illusion can be tiring and damaging. So it's really a reminder to kind of reevaluate what you're putting your energy into at this time, okay? And this may have something to do with your inner child and your heart chakra. Card number 17. It's time to create a more fulfilling, loving relationship with your inner child. Each person has within them aspects of the child. Those parts of us that can be vulnerable, misunderstood, unloved, not heard, and those wounded feelings we hold on to as children. When we take these experiences into our adult life, our connection to the inner child is sometimes forgotten. Pulling this card today highlights that you are currently reacting to a situation from the perspective of the inner child. Old wounds may be opened and you may feel trapped and confused. Know that it's time to give your inner child some love and care. Take some time to tune into this wounded being, okay, who lies within you. Ask what he or she requires in order to heal. You may feel drawn to go and see a healer or to simply take some quiet time to engage in inner dialogue with this part of you. Whatever it is required, know that it's a powerful time of healing and breaking free from these old restraints. It's time to set your inner child free and allow this aspect of you to feel safe, loved, and heard. It's time to be fully engaged and present with your inner child. Love is the key. It's also important to allow the inner child to come out and play. So there's where some happiness can come into play, right? Flipping the script on things. Life can become so serious and we forget to play, create joy, and have fun. When was the last time you played and felt like a kid? It's time to let your inner child express himself or herself with play and joy. So however that is for you. Think of the things that you used to love doing as a kid and then just go do them, right? All right, you have 2 cards from the ancestor spirit. First one up, you have courage, strength, fearlessness, and warrior energy, okay? Where is it? I'm just going to read the ancestor advice and then the meaning of the card, okay? You are stronger than you think. Persevere and do not give in to fear. You have the full support of the universe. You are not alone. Believe in yourself and your strength. You can weather this storm, whatever this is. If you need to get a distraction of happiness and go and play with your inner child, it'll help, okay? Even though you can't see it yet, there is a wonderful rainbow waiting for you on the other side of this trying situation. Right now, the most important thing you can do is trust in yourself and the universe. Align with your integrity, right? Then step forward with positive intent. You have been through a lot in your life, and this obstacle won't stop you now. Stand firm. Draw strength from all that is important to you and be warrior-like. Know that you can do this, okay? And this may also clue in as to what you can be doing. You have enjoy music, instruments, sound, and tone. Think of something from your childhood that you enjoyed that was musical, okay? Connect with the healing power of music. Let go of the need to be good or acceptable and sing, dance, play with music. Look at what inspires you and makes your heart and soul sing. Find yourself through music. Express yourself through music. You might also feel drawn to connect with your community through music. Music is creative. It opens your heart and mind, relaxes you, and allows you to nourish yourself and others. Be inventive. Do not be afraid or embarrassed to try new ways of creating sounds. Reconnect with your musical spirit. You can also create music, whether you are a beginner or a seasoned professional. Share your songs and sounds with others. Take time each day to relax, listen to, and enjoy your favorite music. All right? There you go, Gemini. Check out your other placements for more guidance, okay? Bye. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what's in the energy. What's the lesson? I'm going to go ahead and pre-pull all the cards for you. Seems quick enough. I'm only going to do one each, though, Spirit. All right, what's in the feminine energy? Since she popped up face up, that's what we're going with. All right, our masculine energy for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, please. And I'm going to read both upright and the shadow side of the card as well, okay? The whole thing. All right. Ooh, beautiful. All right. I see where this is going. Lots of self-care needed. Seems like well-rounded. And I can see why. All right, one, please. Yep, definitely well-rounded. Love it. There may be something big happening at the end of it, right? This is definitely rebirth energy, guys. So, work through it. Be patient with yourself. That's what I can tell you. All right, last one to pull, okay? No more spoiler alerts. All right, there we go. Yep. Okay. I love it. Okay. So the first card out you have is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So you have some sort of ending, right? Okay. Nothing is gone forever. Belief of loss is an illusion. The lesson of loss is to acknowledge the bonds of love never end, and we have not been abandoned. Acceptance in heart that you will be reunited, and allow something beneficial from the experience that leads to deeper understanding. Now understand, being reunited might not happen in this lifetime, but next lifetime, right? Because we just keep on keeping on. So for this lifetime, whatever this is, if it's meant to come back, it will in this lifetime. If not, no big deal. You get something better in return, right? You have Sunna, cleansing, and she is just all about water healing at this time, okay? I'll go ahead and, any other tidbits, girlfriend? You may want to look up her story. It may be resonant for you, okay? She basically was cast out a bunch of times, taken advantage of, right, by the Inuit. And then eventually she just said, screw it, I'm going to go stay with the marine mammals, and grew a tail and became a mermaid. It's kind of a cute story. So she basically just lets you know to go to the water to seek answers, okay, to leave your worries behind, rebirth with communion of water and cleansing as healing, okay? So there may be some water-oriented meditations you might want to do as well. Look into that. Not just spiritual baths or spiritual showers, but just some really good communing with nature in terms of water. So if you want to go hang out in an ocean or a stream or something, it might help, even if you're just going to put your feet in, okay? You may get some answers that way, you know, maybe even collecting rainwater, you know, creating some moon water too, or actually I'm seeing sun water here because up next you have Helios. All right, cycles. This may be tied in with some sort of repeating pattern, okay? He's all about patterns, both positive and negative are playing out right now. Don't ignore your patterns for good health too. Get sleep and good diet, okay? That's also part of healing for you. You might want to up your vitamin D is what I'm saying, because, you know, he's connected with the sun, okay? Sun foods, things that grow in the sun would be a good one as well. You know, like fruits and vegetables that are above ground. That would be a good option. Or even animals that graze off the ground and typically would need warmth and sunlight, okay, to do that. I'm trying to think of other things as well. You could also go for water foods, like seaweed and fish, okay? That would be good for diet as well. Just think of that. Might need to play around with it so that, and of course, always check in with a nutritionist, okay? All right. From the chakra deck, you have number 25, clarity, equally important. And by connecting with your body as well as the earth, can you say that okay? All right. It may actually help gain some clarity for you as well, some peaceful clarity. That's your third eye chakra. Perhaps eating foods that are good for your third eye chakra too. Yeah, don't neglect your third eye chakra. It's right between your eyebrows, okay? There's some healing regarding with water, sun, something like that for your third eye chakra. I would look into it, okay? You have attracted this card into your awareness today because clarity is upon you. The ability to experience clarity is connected to the third eye chakra, and the more this chakra opens and is activated, the more clarity you will receive. It's time to see things clearly, to receive the answers you've been searching for. When our third eye is blocked, it can affect our perception of situations in our lives. You're being encouraged at this time to cleanse and work on strengthening your third eye chakra so it can work to its full potential. There are some great meditations you can do to activate the third eye and many crystals to work with, including amethyst, okay? I was trying to think of a crystal that's also associated with the sun. That would be good, okay? There's something about the sun that would help. All right, let's see. What in your life requires some clearing? It is now time for you to action some clearing. Sometimes our minds create illusions that stop us from seeing the truth. It is time for you to let go of the thoughts that no longer serve you and come into a place of clarity. Once you receive this clarity, you will feel a deeper sense of self and well-being in your world. This card can also indicate that it's a time to clarify a particular situation in your life. You may have asked a question. This card is telling you that once you work on finding clarity, the answers will come, okay? And from the ancestor spirit, let me just get to the page of it for you. I will read the whole thing because I think it talks about a lot of the practices. Okay, this is pretty in-depth. You have whole self-health, natural therapies, balance, and Ayurveda, okay? In Vedic tradition, soma was a sacred drink that was stolen from the gods and gifted to the humans by Agni, the fire god. Soma was prepared in sacred ritual and consumed by the Vedic priests for stimulation and to give them spiritual inspiration, wisdom, and courage. Drinking soma blessed gods and goddesses with immortality, and consumption by humans was said to have the same effect. Soma had a key place in ritual, as attested by the many references to it in the Rig Veda, the oldest of the Vedic texts. It is associated with the goddess sacrifice, who shares the same name, Soma. However, soma wasn't the only natural medicine of its time. Ayurvedic medicine, developed on the Indian subcontinent during the Vedic period, was used to balance people's bodies, minds, and spirits. And it sounds like spirit is guiding you to do sort of like a well-rounded cleanse, balancing alignment with your physical, mental, and emotional here, okay? So that your spirit is clear, right? Like all Vedas, it is believed the sacred Ayurveda texts were given directly to the holy priests from the gods. The texts were passed on for generations as part of a rich oral tradition before they were written down in around 500 BCE. Ayurvedic therapies use complex herbal compounds, minerals, and metal substances. Ayurveda looks at the whole person and treats an individual by connecting them to the elements of life, food, and body. Have a look at your whole self. Have you felt sluggish or out of balance? Have you been craving a certain type of food or drink? Be conscious of everything you're putting into your body, including food, ideas, images, and breath. You are what you consume. Be more aware of what you choose to put into your body. Make choices for your wellness. Focus on refining your diet. You may need to add, avoid, or moderate a food group or food. Each person's body reacts to foods and drinks in its own way. Only you can determine what the best diet for you is. And you can only do this by paying attention to your whole self. Tiredness, headaches, pains, stomach issues, or something else you have accepted as normal can be improved or alleviated by a change in diet. This card is prompting you to take charge of your health by making a change and creating wellness, okay? All right, there you go, Cancer. Hopefully that helps, all right? Follow your other placements to get a little bit more insight, okay, as to what else you could do, okay? Bye. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'll just go ahead and pre-pull all your cards for you here. Spirit, what do you have for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising? What's the lesson? Please and thank you. All right, thank you. All right, let's get some on the feminine energy. I was looking at the masculine deck. I was about to say that. That may mean something. Maybe there's a balancing act. Maybe there's some equalness between the two. Or maybe working, I'm only taking one. Okay, we can do two. Those two kind of work together. I like it. All right. All right, for the masculine energy. All right. Okay, interesting. Interesting. And let's get one for your chakra. Let's see what chakra needs focus. Just one. That's good enough. That includes that. All right. And final guidance from the ancestor spirits for Leo spirit. All right. Ooh, that's perhaps what he could be talking about. All right. That's possibly it. Okay. All right. So your soul lesson is imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Thoughts create reality. Positive attracts positive. Negative attracts negative. Express yourself with love and let go of creative blocks. Okay. You had two feminines come out for you. Let me get to them here. We will, ooh, are they both on the same page? Good. Nice. You have best, pleasure, and she's just all talking about, you know, you using things like sex and your own magic and your pleasure and like connecting with yourself and what makes you happy as a form of self-care. And then you have Bridget, inner peace. Can I have you sit there without falling, darling? Okay, we're just going to stick you there for right now. And she's all about expressing that you need to bring in peace and serenity. If you're going through a difficult time, you'll be through it soon, okay? Just follow your joy to through rebirth at this time. You may be going through something. And I was thinking, what was going on? You have Hades show up with death. Now, typically, he doesn't always have to talk about someone actually dying, but now that I see the ancestor spirit, it's probably could be more about maybe connecting with a passed over loved one, okay? He also talks about just releasing what no longer serves, right? Like if any anchors on you on your path to joyful rebirth, right? Ending cycles includes fear and beliefs. It may be time to do some shadow work, okay? Be honest and patient with self and recognize and expose your own masks, okay? So if you know that there's something you need to expose, figure out what is causing it. Shine light on that shadow, okay? All right. The chakra that came up for you is card number 15, self-mastery. I think that is solar plexus. Yes, it is. Okay. This is a powerful time to manifest self-mastery. Life is constantly offering us lessons which give us the opportunity to grow and expand our soul. You're being called at this time to master your gifts. The key is to focus your energy on what you would like to master and don't give up until you've embodied it fully. It takes commitment and motivation to create self-mastery. However, with consistency and time, it will come to fruition. Being blessed with this card today indicates that you are already on your way to mastering your gifts. Have you doubted yourself lately in a particular aspect of your life, resulting in frustration? Know that the current challenges you're undergoing are doorways to self-mastery. And as the picture indicates, you might need to strengthen up, but also balance all the chakras, like everything. Just kind of fine-tune everything right at this time. Just do an overall cleanse, okay? Make sure not to lose focus or give up hope, as mastery is inevitable. To master something requires courage and love, and now is the time to give your full attention and presence to your gifts. You are being encouraged to look at your life's mission, plant the seeds required to bring you closer to your soul's path, stay motivated, and dance in the mastery of yourself. And the ancestor spirit that popped up is connect with past over loved ones. Sense, feel, and reconnect. So the gifts we're talking about here may be answers that can help with this shadow work stuff. Okay, whatever is in your childhood may be something that you can connect with an ancestor for, right? So you may have mediumship gifts as well, of sorts. Where is it? There you are. Pay attention to what you feel around you, as well as your 5 key physical senses. You have a 6th sense that connects you to the spiritual world. This card indicates that your 6th sense is strong. Your ancestors or loved ones in spirit are trying to get your attention. They are sending you signs that they are with you and love you very much. Watch for their signals and be open to connecting with them. So all you got to do is be open to receive, okay? And then just pay attention to any signs, synchronicities, whatever, okay? As well as how you get, messages by itches or earrings or whatever, all right? And if you're new to that, I've done a few videos on that. You should check those out. There's a few bodily messages, okay? Learn how to connect with your loved ones in spirit so they can bring you guidance, confirmation, and encouragement in times of stress or trouble. You may sense your past loved ones when your hair on your arm rises or when you feel heat or cold in and around your body. You may also experience sensation in your stomach or heightened need to be on alert. When this occurs, take a moment to ground, breathe deeply, clear your mind, and allow guidance to arise in your heart, mind, or feelings. For me, I know that any earrings on the right side of my ear are deeply connected with higher dimensional beings, which include my ancestors. If it's the left side, it's my higher self, okay? So that's how you would know the difference. Now, the tones mean different things, okay? But as far as the shadow work, you might have to connect with some sort of psychic messenger light work type of ability or gift at this time. Maybe if you don't have any tools, pull out a deck of playing cards and find yourself just like a basic thing of dice, okay? You can use the dice for yes or no's. You can also try and figure out alphabet and all that other stuff as well. But a deck of playing cards can always be used as minor arcana, okay? And you can write on them. If you have a junky deck, you can replace it pretty easily. You can find them at the dollar store. It's pretty simple. I'll show you. Hold on. This was the first playing card deck I just had lying around that I did something with, okay? You're going to want to go through a tutorial because each of the suits have something, okay? You got your aces, your twos, all the way through 10. The only thing you don't have are pages. You'll have knights, queens, and kings. It's more than enough to get some guidance, all right? What I did extra to it was I added stickers of just other signs, you know, like zodiacs and letters and things, okay? Including the elements. I think I did that. Oh, there, speaking of which. So this was a good starter for me. This deck, I think, was like $1 at the dollar store. So pick up simple tools if you want to start using tools as well. You don't need to like blow a ton of money doing it. You can keep it pretty simple at this time. And like I said, a pair of dice will help you too. All right? There you go. Check your other placements as well. Okay? Bye. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let me just go ahead and pre-pull all your cards for you. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, what's the lesson, Spirit? All right, what's the feminine energy like, please and thank you? All right. What's the masculine energy like, Spirit, please and thank you? Thank you. Chakra healing, please. Thank you. And ancestor spirit guidance. All right, that was quick. Okay. All right, your lesson is self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. All right. So maybe this is just a lesson in maintaining your self-esteem, perhaps? All right. There is no one greater or lesser than you. This is a trap of the ego. Everyone is born with unique soul abilities. It may be you are not in tune with these abilities, and it's time to discover what you can do. All right. Oh, beautiful energy. I love it. You have Demeter, harvest. All right. So maybe you have been planting those seeds, and now harvest time. All right. Yeah, ushering in abundance for your hard work. Congratulations. And Osiris, renewal. Love it. Let me get to that page. Hold on a second. It is a reminder for a little bit of self-care at this time, okay? Hope is needed. He also just reminds us that if we push ourselves too hard sometimes, or not be timely with self-care, sometimes it's too late for renewal, okay? So just keep a good pace for you that isn't overwhelming, all right? Again, with the flexibility, number 9 for your chakra. That is, oh goodness, I can't tell with this lighting what color that is. Sacral chakra, orange, okay? All right, you might want to work with the color orange as well. I'm hearing that. You are invited to invite more flexibility into your world. The nature of life and our experiences are constantly inviting us to find a state of flexibility. When you can surrender to these messages, they will allow and embody a more flexible state of being. This will bring an abundance of ease and grace as you find yourself in the flow. Have you been feeling a little rigid, maybe even stuck? If so, it's time to practice the art of flexibility. You may be holding on to something in your life that's a little too tightly, and now it's time to let go and allow some new energy to flow in. It is easy to get caught up in trivial ideas and thoughts, especially if you have strong belief systems in place in your life. However, at this time, it will be beneficial and very healing to look at some of these outdated ways and beliefs that could be wreaking havoc in your world, just as Osiris is reminding us of, right? Take some time to tune in and see what no longer serves you, and take the steps to bring about a little more flexibility. This card could also mean that you're being too rigid with a particular person, and that it's time to give them and yourself a little slack. Flexibility is available to you right now. Let it in and allow for a life with a little more ease and grace. And if you're on the receiving end of this energy, it may be time to take a break, kind of have a sabbatical, right? Only you'll know what you need, okay? The ancestor spirit that came out is the spirit guides, insight, guidance, and purpose, okay? Your spirit guides are always with you, so if you ever need them, go bug them. I'm sure they're bored. We've largely been ignoring them for much of our lives. Your spirit guides are calling you. They want to give you clear messages to help you on your true path. You may not be able to go on a traditional vision quest, but you can embark on a spiritual journey. Learn more about who your spirit guides are, and explore ways of communicating with them. Make attempts to hear, feel, see, and sense your spirit guides. If you're unsure of how to communicate with your spirit guides, meditate and ask for a sign about who your guides are, or ask for help from a spiritual friend or mentor. And I highly suggest going on YouTube. There's a number of amazing teachers that talk about spirit guides in abundance. Okay? There's too many to list. I did list a few videos in, I think, like the how-tos, okay? The how-to playlist, all right? So go check that out. It is the right time to connect with your spirit guides. You are ready now. Do not be afraid, because your spirit guides are already guiding and protecting you. Pay attention to any object you feel drawn to, such as a crystal, rock, or feather, which you can keep as a spiritual talisman. If you find a special item, keep it safe and use it in your spiritual practice. Oftentimes with Native, they had medicine bags, right, that they carried with them. All right? But it doesn't have to be like that. It could be a lucky rabbit's foot, you know, if that's what you connect to, okay? There you go. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Spirit, what do you have for our Libras? What's the lesson? And of course, follow your other placements. There may be more little tidbits and insight for you. And any placement you feel guided to, of course. We're just starting with Sun, Moon, Rising. Keep it simple. All right. Take that top one. All right. What's the feminine energy? Just one, Spirit. Keep it simple. We got 5 decks. And masculine energy. All right. And the chakra to focus on. All right. And guidance from the ancestor spirits, please. Let's go ahead and shuffle that. Stand to do that. All right. I do believe Virgo got that. All right. So that may be an important placement for you. But I swear I am tongue twisted. And Mercury retrograde is not an issue anymore. Okay. So your lesson is fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay. Outcomes in life are determined by either love or fear. Love is the energy the soul lives in. Fear is a 3D manifestation of ego. To wallow in fear is going against your authentic self. When fear is present, it is an opportunity to convert doubt to trust so that you can live authentically and soulfully. All right? You may need to speak out on something, all right, and not be fearful of it. All right? You have Oya here. Expression. She says, speak now and speak up. Speaking truths could also be an indication to get vocal or sing, all right? Do some kind of vocal work, all right? You also have Green Man, Abundance. Where are you, buddy? There you are. I'm going to read both, upright and reverse, okay? He's all about the seeds of prosperity and growth. You will flourish. Just keep on planting them, okay? In the reverse, don't fear or abuse anything that you are doing with your abundance, okay? It's just abusing or fearing it, okay? There could be that fear there of wanting to start stuff and having to work through it, okay? Your chakra, that is the Earth Star, number 2, Rebirth. I think that's Earth Star. Yes, it is. Okay. I think it's weird it's in the beginning. I keep forgetting that they do that in this book. All right. You are currently undergoing a rebirth. It is a powerful awakening and healing process that comes in many different forms and is a big part of your life's journey. Everything has a divine timing. Nothing lasts forever. Things have a beginning and an end. A divine knowing when it's time to move, create, and time to be still. Something in your life is ending and something very positive is awakening within you. It's time to let go of anything that is not supporting you or serving you at this point as you open and receive new energies that are being offered. Moving beyond your comfort zone and into a new sphere of opportunity can be uncomfortable, challenging, or painful. But remember that you are guided and supported by the light of your soul and the universe, which brings positive change and experiences. You have planted seeds of new opportunity and have been nurturing them, and now it's time for them to sprout, grow, and flower into existence. Be kind and gentle during this process, and be sure to water the seeds with love and graciousness. Water may be important at this time for you as well, whether it's upping your spiritual baths, okay? Or something like that, whatever you're doing with water. Have you been waiting patiently for this time of change and new beginnings to arrive? So bathe in its glory. Yes, baths. Okay. Start something new or embark on a project you've been pondering over. There may also be some new inspiration coming through for you at this time. Take a moment to connect with your inner voice and listen to what your soul is sharing with you. You could also be birthing a new aspect of yourself. Whatever the process is for you right now, be sure to embrace this opportunity and enjoy the new energy that is available to you. Your ancestors, spirits, also say whole self health, natural therapies, balance, and Ayurveda. Have a look at your whole self. Have you been craving a certain type of food or drink? Feeling sluggish or out of balance? Be conscious of everything you're putting into your body, including food, ideas, images, and breath. You are what you consume. Be more aware of what you choose to put into your body. Make choices for your wellness. It could be that you've raised your vibration enough and now you're a little bit more sensitive to a lot of smaller things that wouldn't have normally bothered before, right? So this is a good time to reassess what your whole mind, body, self, soul self needs, okay? Just to kind of recalibrate things a bit, and make those adjustments. And this is specifically referring to diet, so that may be something that you're going to want to kind of recalibrate a bit, okay? Focus on refining your diet. You may need to add, avoid, or moderate a food or food group. Each person's body reacts to foods and drinks in its own way. Only you can determine what is the best diet for you. And you can only do this by paying attention to your whole self. Tiredness, headaches, pains, stomach issues, or something else you've accepted as normal can be improved or alleviated by a change in diet. This card is prompting you to take charge of your health by making a change and creating wellness. And since Ayurveda came up, I'll read a little bit about that too. It's just a couple sentences. Ayurvedic therapies use complex herbal compounds, minerals, and metal substances. Ayurveda looks at the whole person and treats an individual by connecting them to the elements of life, food, and body. Okay, so that may be something to explore for you at this time. All right, there you go. Check out your other placements. Bye. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Spirit. Let's get the lesson. What is the lesson? I'm going to go ahead and pull all of them. I should have grabbed all the decks while I was here. All right. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. What is happening? I see a little bit of collaboration, perhaps. That's mutually beneficial. Or maybe a tag team of sorts? Let me see. Ooh, it's going to be fun, too. Something. Oh, all right. Okay, all right. The soul lesson that you have come out is friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. All right. Everyone in your path is here to teach you something. For a reason, season, or lifetime. Lessons included but not limited to trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. Some connections can also be repeated over lifetimes. True friends illuminate your path, not diminish it, okay? Or dim it. This is also an ability to communicate at a soul level as a blessing. Ooh. So you have Nua, creation. You might want to go check out her story. She talks out a lot. It is also very twin flamey, so there may be some sort of collaboration with a soul partner of sorts, okay? Work, love, life. Okay. All right. She suggests using raw materials to create something meaningful to find your purpose. And it's also about universal connection as well, right? Some sort of spiritual collaboration of sorts. You also have Ul, focus. I forget who showed up for earlier, but maybe one of your other placements, all right? He's all about mindedness, intent needed for success right now, stamina for long-term projects. So he may be telling you this is a long-term project, right? But be careful not to neglect or be too focused on one thing when you have other responsibilities, okay? It's just keep things balanced, all right? The chakra that came out for you at this time is in the heart chakra. Soulful connections, your whole auric with play, number 20. So it sounds like this can be a fun part. A fun collaboration, whatever you guys are doing. Cool. All right. Bring more play into your world. Life may be getting you down of late, and the worry of your day-to-day commitments may be causing you a mountain of stress. Are you going to be tag teaming with somebody to go have a lot of fun? That's what I'm saying. You need a play date. But in a totally, completely like spiritual kind of way too. Like it's going to benefit long term for other things. All right. One of the most powerful ways to release the tension and worries of the world is to take some time to play and feel joy. Life can feel so intense and serious and we forget to play, which is a fundamental expression of joy of the soul. It is now time to connect with this joyful aspect of you and embrace the essence of play. Suggest taking your dog to the park, go to the beach, play a game or sport with friends. Whatever it is that allows you to give the gift of play to yourself. It is important for your growth at this time to allow the energy of play to cleanse the mind, body, and spirit. It is a natural state to play and have fun. Playfulness is a powerful medicine for the soul and brings about a deep sense of deep release, healing, stale energies, and worries. Play brings about a deep connection to the joy of the cosmos. Being more play into your life so that you can feel the joy of the cosmos flowing through your soul and into your world. The ancestor spirit that came out for you is find your voice. Express yourself, open up, and sing out. So I could also see maybe a collaboration as a band, a trio, duet sort of thing, maybe with friends, maybe even just for fun, just screwing around on instruments or, karaoke. There you go. Something as simple as that, all right? Find your voice. Open your throat chakra so you can sing and communicate more effectively with others. Singing is very healing. It relaxes and opens you to positive energy. Oh, and it does talk about karaoke here. All right. Do not worry about the tone or sound of your voice. Just have fun creating sound and enjoy expressing yourself. You do not have to sing in front of anyone. You can sing in the car or at home alone. But then if you'd like to have some fun singing karaoke with your friends, go for it. Singing is natural and everyone can do it. Notice how you feel when you sing without inhibition. Raising your voice is uplifting and it builds your core strength. This card is encouraging you to bring more song into your life. If you already sing, step it up by taking lessons, joining a choir, or going professional. If you don't usually sing very often, try to release any fears or judgment of your voice and find your melody. Harmonize with the radio, hum along with the rain, sing whenever and wherever you can until singing becomes more natural for you. Express yourself, find your sound, and share your beautiful voice. And of course, you can extend that out to other things other than music. Maybe you're into comedy and you want to go do stand-up, right? Or maybe a poetry jam, okay? Just anywhere where you vocalize, right? In some form or another. Shoot, if you want to go to some fun seminars with people, okay? Maybe you might make new friends at these places as well if you don't have someone to go with, okay? There you go. Follow your other placements. All right. Bye. All right. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's pull all your cards for you. First up, what is the lesson for Sag Spirit? All right. And the feminine energy, please. And the masculine energy, please. All and the chakra to heal or focus on it this time, please. Just one. And the ancestor spirit guidance, please. These decks keep slipping out of my hands and wanting to fall to the floor. That may mean something to you at this time. Maybe something might get messy if you don't pay attention to detail or something. Like, I notice it's when I'm fumbly, right? Like when I'm trying to work quickly. All right. Okay. All right, your lesson is guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Fear and masks prevent self-love. Guilt is fear in sheep's clothing. It is self-imposed that pretends to be enlightening. It can help with growth once we realize our actions and make amends, then learn the lesson and move forward to avoid staying in self-sabotage energy, okay? Now, this may have something to do with sauna and what Typhon is saying here. You have sauna, cleansing. You may need to go to the water to seek for answers. I know she has more than that. Hold on a second. All right. Leave your worries behind. Rebirth with communion of water and cleansing as healing. So you may need to up that, all right? You could also be dealing with a water sign. Why did I say fire? Maybe fire too, because I'm seeing it on Typhon. Okay. Your masculine, Typhon, anger, rage here. I'm going to read both aspects of it. This could be an energy you've dealt with, right? Or been around. And maybe you tried to appease the situation and it was never going to change, right? Maybe you feel guilty about that. Or maybe you had been in this energy, maybe fought off anger management or something, right? And you're still working on the guilt of what you had done, right? So take it how it resonates, all right? It's all about anger management being needed. This could also just be, being emotionally imbalanced, right? Like we're being around that energy, right? So it's you or others seek emotional balance, okay? In the reverse, on the shadow side of things, when release of anger explodes, it may lead to physical violence. So you could be dealing from a situation, a domestic violence situation. It's just suggesting to seek assistance at this time, okay? Your chakra card is the solar plexus. Number 13, personal power. It's time to step fully into your power. We are living a truly exciting time here on Earth, and we are all encouraged and invited to live more from a place of empowerment. Over time, we have learned to hand over our power to other people and situations, which has created imbalance and inequality. Sometimes we feel like other people know what's best for us in the situation at hand, and due to a lack of self-love and honor, we give our power over to them. It is now time to connect to your own wisdom, love, and personal power. Everything you require is within you. Now it is time to look within and listen to that loving wisdom and your own divine guidance. It's time to connect with your soul. At times, power can be misunderstood as a negative or controlling expression that comes from ego. However, the power we are talking about here is love, and it comes from a deep place within our heart and soul. And it's cultivated in our solar plexus. Have you been handing your power over to others? Now is the time for you to reel it back in. It's time to make your own decisions and choices and allow the power of your soul to shine through to create and manifest your heart's desire. You may also might want to do some energy callback and taking your power back kind of practices as well. There's all kinds. Connecting with your personal power will bring in an abundance of opportunity and magic to your life. The power of the universe is surging through you at all times. Harness this power and enhance your life and well-being. Know you are fully supported by your higher self and the universe in this powerful and exciting transition. The advice from your ancestor spirit is teach and share, instill, instruct, and educate, okay? So, on the flip, if you're still a student, you might need to still do some studenting and learning and researching and growing. Find your teachers, figure things out, okay? Whatever you need at this time. Now, this may also be an opportunity to kind of share with others what you have learned. If you're coming across an energy that seems to be losing their inner power, maybe they've come from an angry or an emotionally balanced place, and they're just kind of starting out because they just came from like some sort of ego death like circumstance, right? Some really extreme kind of heavy duty kind of circumstance that they feel guilty about, right? This may be an opportunity for you to share knowledge, okay? You are not alone. You may be questioning why you are here and what your true purpose is. This card has appeared to let you know that you are a natural teacher, and it's part of your life purpose. You don't need to be a school teacher or childcare worker. You can show people a new way of being or looking at the world. You may be teaching your children or grandchildren everyday things, or you may be encouraging a friend to try something new or different. Value the wisdom and skills you can pass on to others. Look at the ways you can incorporate teaching or mentoring into your life so others may benefit. You have the ability to connect with people from all walks of life and show them the way. Try not to overthink this aspect of your purpose. You may already be teaching others without even realizing it. Enjoy sharing your gifts with others. Could also be a lead by example situation as well. Okay, there you go. Have a good one. Check your other placements. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what lessons Spirit has for you at this time. And of course, follow your other placements and any that feel natural to you. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and pull all the decks that we have here. Let's see which of the feminine energy has to say. If I can get this deck to work. There we go. And the masculine energy. Okay. And let's get you a chakra. One place, Spirit. Thank you. All right. And guidance from the ancestor Spirit. Ooh, okay. Love it. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. The lesson is discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Earth is a dimension of obstacles, challenges, and distractions. But discipline is a birthright gift for your soul to stay on target of goals for incarnating into this life. It's a great opportunity to reevaluate priorities and get back to your soul path and take away from apathy. Tasks completed are more rewarding than delayed. Absolutely. All right. Let's see here from the ladies. You have Laka, love. She's letting you know that the powers of attraction right now are very magnetic. You are magnetic to the things you are seeking. So it's time to lean into it, especially for romantic success, okay? So anything that you truly are in love with, whether it be a person or a project or a path, okay? But I'm getting more of a feeling of connecting with self, with your self path here with the rest of these cards here. You have lug, skill. Okay? Where are you, buddy? It may be time to further education, skill, talent. It might be for new, many, one or old, okay? Just something. Now, on the shadow side, okay, if you're having a hard time figuring out what to do, if you're indecisive, follow the one that you most love, right? And refuse to choose. So just do that one. Be like, nope, I'm not choosing between a bunch of stuff. I like this one thing. We're going for it. Okay? It's going to have something to do with your throat chakra. Number 21, communication. It's an important time for communication. All healthy connections and relationships are built on a solid base of good communication. It is easy to hold back or alter your words in order to prevent hurting someone's feelings. fear of rejection, or the possibility of creating some form of conflict. However, it is important that you share your thoughts and feelings honestly with those around you to create and build long-lasting healthy relationships. When you doubt, hinder, or manipulate the flow in communication, this interference blocks the throat chakra and can create a world of suppression and confusion. Holding on to unexpressed thoughts and feelings can lead to pain, confusion, and unhealthy patterns. Take a moment to see if there's anyone in your life you're not communicating effectively with due to fear of rejection and maybe even unwanted conflict. You are being encouraged at this time to speak up and share your feelings. Communication can also mean writing your feelings down on paper, which is also a good tool to use. Do what is required to action your communication. You may even like to try some healing and clearing processes on your throat chakra. Take some time and space for yourself. Place any crystals you want to use on your throat chakra and breathe in that energy to open it and clear. There's also plenty of meditations and other ways to do it as well. I like to use essential oils. So, not to mention it makes my skin amazing. So, try that. That might help, all right? Kill a few birds with one stone. Make sure you are communicating from a place of love and compassion and that your delivery is clear and centered. Communication is also about listening. Make sure that as you communicate, you also listen with an open heart and without judgment. As you trust, you will feel a huge weight off your shoulders and a natural healing will occur. You will feel a deeper connection with yourself and those around you. Beautiful. So, communication is going to be big, okay? Maybe you're going to be working on some oration skills with whatever project, okay? Your ancestor spirit that popped up is tune in and connect. Nonverbal communication, okay? So it could also very well be nonverbal, right? Intuition and messages. So this communication could also be just communication with higher self. You might need to tap in more for whatever it is you need to do, okay? There has been so much noise and busy energy around you that you haven't been able to stop and listen to what the universe is trying to tell you. Quieten your mind and find a peaceful space you can visit. Meditate or be still for a few moments each day, and you will feel more connected to your loved ones regardless of distance. You will also be more receptive to signals and messages, spoken or otherwise. Listen to your gut instincts and don't doubt what you are feeling. Often the first thing you feel, hear, or sense about something ends up being right. Still, it can take courage to listen to your intuition and trust your heart instead of being led by other people's opinions. Be open to a family member or friend. That could give you a hint, okay? And the message they are trying to communicate to you. It's time to connect with someone. Ooh, okay, so maybe it's a little bit of column A and column B there. All right, there you go, Capricorn. Have a good one. Check your other placements. Bye. All right, Aquarius. Let me just fix that. I nudged it. All right. Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's get all your cards out. What's the lesson for Aquarius at this time, Spirit? All right. And let's get the feminine energy. All right. Put that back. Let's get the masculine energy. Ooh, all right. I forget where he popped up in. It's either Sagittarius or Capricorn. No, it's not Capricorn. It's Sagittarius. Have this, I think. All right. So that may be a placement important to you at this time. All right. And guidance from the ancestor spirits. My tablecloth is bunching up again. Okay. All right. Your soul lesson is purpose. I know what I am here to do. So I'll read a little bit my short notes here from the book. The purpose of life is to love. As souls we incarnate is to learn love through all obstacles and challenges. Follow what leads your soul in this lifetime towards joy and love. Unhappiness is a sign that your soul is saying there is a better way to manifest love. So follow your intuition, okay? The lady that popped up, the that you heard, was Nut Resurrection. Love it. All right. She's just letting you know that you have the power to reinvent yourself anytime for a rebirth, okay? You have the strength right now to do that, all right? Now, Typhon here shows up with anger and rage. I'm getting more the, not so much anger, but like the emotional imbalance. Maybe there had been something super duper upsetting, you know, that recently happened or jarred or, you know, questioned what you were doing and how you were going about doing it. And it just infuriated you, right? Or frustrated you. Because I can also see this as frustration energy. It's not as serious, Typhon. But he talks about anger management and being needed, you or others, to seek emotional balance. Now, it could be something around you, right? Like maybe we're on the receiving end of some road rage or something, okay? Because I remember that was an example in this book, okay? On the flip side, when there is a release of anger and it explodes, it could turn to physical violence. And if that's the situation, it's time to seek assistance, okay? So maybe you're around a circumstance where it's tricky. Professional assistance would be needed, okay? Next level help, right? All right. The chakra that popped up for you today is number 16, determination. Solar plexus. All right. This is a reminder of the power and importance of determination. This powerful energy is calling you to align with it as you bring out the determination that lies within you. Everything at some point requires that extra energy to push it to the next stage of creation. And it could be that you might need to embody a little bit of this more extreme next level Typhon energy, but not in a negative way, in a positive way, right? A little extra intensity. There you go. That's the word I'm thinking. Determination and will are the keys to amplifying your desired outcome at this time. You may have been working hard on a certain project and have come to a standstill. You may have doubts, and the negative thoughts may be overshadowing your dreams. It is natural to have doubts, however, pulling this card is a sign that it's time to get focused and determined. Nothing in the world can take this dream from you. Allow the fire in your belly to rise as you bring forth the energy required to move to the next stage in your manifestation. It's time to be focused and clear on your outcome. Think about what you'd like to create, what your desires are. Only you can make this happen, and it's important to keep your eye on the goal. Don't let it go. Do what needs to be done to make it happen. When you feel like the odds are all against you and you want to give up, know that you have the determination to succeed. This powerful energy lives inside you and is ready and waiting for you to surrender to its calling. Call forth the power of determination to once again bring you into alignment with your dreams and desires. It's truly amazing what you can achieve when you put your mind to something and apply determination. This is a great trait of a champion athlete. It's time for you to be a champion and go for what you desire. And the ancestor spirit that came out for you, and I find this interesting, this could be seen a couple of ways. This could just be a description of what you're working with, right? Maybe some sort of situational identifier. But this could also be a healing tactic. And it could also indicate grounding is needed, okay? Like you might have to recenter because something was jarring, right? You have earth magic, nature, rituals, and charms. Okay, so this could mean a lot of things for whatever your situation is, okay? A lot of nature going on here. I'm seeing both water, fire, and earth. That may be significant at this time. Okay, take a look at your everyday rituals and charms. Find ways of bringing some magic into your daily routine. Watch the sunrise or dip your toes in the ocean and invite the wonder and healing of nature to your world. Incorporate ritual into your spiritual practices. Herbs, crystals, or natural remedies may hold an answer for you. Learn more about earth and water spirits and how you can connect with their energy in and around your environment. Go to a place in nature that draws you, such as a forest, mountain, river, or sea. Once you feel you are at the right place, psychically protect yourself, quieten your mind, meditate, and focus on what you feel around you and what you see in your mind's eye. You may be surprised at the nature spirits you sense around you. This card may also be prompting you to make a talisman for yourself or to carry a protective crystal with you. And if you're unsure what path to go on that, Crystals, nature, elementals are in almost every spiritual culture that has existed across the globe for tens of thousands of years. So you can go any which old way you feel most comfortable, okay? All right, there you go, Aquarius. Have a good one. Bye. Check out your other placements. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's get your lesson. What lesson do you have for Pisces, please, Spirit? All right, well, that makes sense. That's a good reminder. Always good. All right, let's get the feminine energy at this time, please, Spirit, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, who popped out? Good, good, good. Love it, love it, love it. And masculine energy, please. How's that doing? Oh, interesting. Love it. I'm also getting Garuda vibes with that. Let me get your chakra for you, and we'll go ahead and pull all this together. And your ancestor spirit. What chakra to work on or be aware of this time? Please and thank you. Okay, okay, yeah. And ancestor spirit guidance, please, Spirit, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right. This may be mine too, from one of my Piscean placements. Okay. Where are we at? There we go. Your soul lesson is balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Bring a sense of stability and wholeness in life. Give to both sides without judgmental assessment. You are in a situation in your path to teach you to place yourself in someone else's position to better understand their journey. Insight and compassion are being reminded at this time. Okay? Then you have Tara, protection. Green Tara specifically. She focuses mostly on letting you know that you're protected on your path, okay? Let's see if she says anything else. You're protected from negative energy. Follow your intuition for more information. You are protected, okay? That could be psychically, spiritually, physically as well, all right? Then the masculine energy, and I'm loving this because there may be some exploration that needs to be done. I'm also getting a Garuda vibe with these two together. You are protected while you travel, whatever travel that may be, whatever you're exploring, learning about, growing through, trying out, something different for your path or your journey. You're protected. Maui talks about just discovering things, learning things, exploring, traveling, doing stuff, right? Doing things that are new. It's time to get curious and adventurous, to break barriers and solve problems. Be weary of deceit, anger and frustration to getting what you want. Be authentic in your choice and honest in your choice, okay? That's very important. I'm going to read you a little bit more about his story because there's more to it. And I'm feeling we need to pull a little bit more out of this from him. All right, Maui. Feel eager again for discovery and adventure. Curiosity may assist you to break barriers and solve problems. Across Polynesia, from New Zealand to Hawaii, we hear stories about the hero Maui. Although the tales differ slightly from island to island and region to region, Maui's exploits have given man fire, invented the kite, and even fished up whole islands for man to live on. Sometimes depicted as a slightly disheveled and street-smart, he manages to outwit his brothers and other opponents in his adventures. Other versions tell of a strong and mighty Maui, able to perform extraordinary heroic feats, but the common trait, as most of his stories, is his curiosity and urge for discovery. Maui is the being responsible for introducing fire to man. In fact, he stole it from a bird. Maui and his brothers went fishing in the lagoon and happened to look back at the mountain near the shore. There was a fire burning. Man had not had fire for many generations, as the volcano that supplied the embers had ceased its rumbling. Racing back, he found only a wisp of smoke and a family of Alay hens diligently stamping the fire out. Every day thereafter, Maui and his brothers checked for fire but saw nothing. However, as they paddled out to fish, there again, glowing against the mountain, was a fire out of his reach again. Now Maui had a plan. He decided to wait on shore while his brothers went fishing, but again no fire was seen. Increasingly frustrated, Maui decided to make a life-size doll of himself, and it was this that his brothers paddled out with one fine day. This time, as Maui watched, he would catch the birds at their fire. Maui climbed up the mountain and found Ale just about to begin to make the fire. Not waiting for her to start, in his anger he grabbed her and held her prisoner. Reminding him that if he hurt her, the secret would be lost, the Ale convinced Maui to desist from strangling her in return for the receipt of fire. The old Ale was smart, and again she tricked Maui into techniques that did not work. But finally he started a fire by rubbing special sticks together. And as we know, Maui, as well as having an adventurous spirit, is also quite the funny man. "Come here," he says to the Ale. "There is one more thing to rub," and he rubbed the feathers on her head so hard that a bald patch appeared. Ever since that day of discovery, Ale mud hens have no feathers upon their heads. Maui's sense of discovery also extended to creating a fishing hook so powerful that it pulled up whole islands from the ocean, to his utter surprise, mind you. And it is said that Hawaii was founded in that way. So you want to call on him when you are eager for discovery, when you are embarking on solving a difficult problem and that solution seems far away, or when you need to find a little more of the hero within yourself, okay? On the shadow side, Maui is a trickster and makes his discoveries or gets his prize often through stealing or at the very least outmaneuvering anyone in his way. While the end sometimes does justify the means, we see that deceit and deception are not the ideal ways to get what we want. There's questions about our levels of authenticity, honesty, and contrivance are raised by the appearance of Maui. So this is a thing we all need to kind of worry about, all right? Sun, moon, rising. You are also asked to monitor your levels of anger and frustration. Remember, sometimes humor can diffuse a difficult situation. All right. And also get Loki vibes with that too, as well as, there's one other. All right, so the chakra pulled for this, and especially with regards to that trickstery behavior, right, that frustration that ends up happening from that, okay? You have the heart chakra, number 19, forgiveness. There you are. Okay. It's a powerful time of forgiveness. When we hold on to grudges and wounds from the past, we can create imbalance and disharmony in our life. Over time, this can turn to resentment, anger, frustration, sickness, and depression, like rotting fruit creating a disease inside of us. You may be feeling flat and down about something that has happened in your life, and it's now time to bring the healthy energy of forgiveness to the situation. True forgiveness starts with you. Take some time over the next few days to ask yourself, what am I holding on to? What requires love, attention, and forgiveness? When you have identified the issue, make sure you do what is required to surrender or expand your awareness to a place that allows for true forgiveness to occur. When you can truly forgive and let go, you can set yourself free from those stale energies and beliefs, and a deep healing can occur. You'll feel so much lighter and happier in your world. If you have asked a question about a situation or person, know that this is a sign for you that forgiveness is required to move forward. If you have already been working on forgiving, know that this card is a sign that you are making progress and that you should continue doing what you are doing. To find that deep place of forgiveness requires much love, understanding, compassion, and a whole lot of courage. You have all these traits within you to draw upon any time. The time has come for you to let go and forgive at a deeper level so you can dance in the energy of freedom. So forgiveness is a two-sided coin, actually. It's not just forgiving, it's also releasing, okay? even if it's for short term, long term, whatever it is, okay? All right. And the final guidance from your ancestors' spirits are begin writing now. Create, express, and inspire, okay? So this may be all tied in with some sort of need to write or have some sort of creative outlet like that, okay? I'm trying to think for self what I could be doing. All right. All right, I'm going to read the whole thing because it does talk about like language as well. Okay, so it may not just be writing, it could also just be learning a new language, right? Or learning to communicate in a different way. Oh, there we go. I see the connection. And perhaps you need to go and explore and discover in a funny way to do that. Okay, all right. Inscriptions in Elder Futhark are the only surviving remnants of the language spoken by Germanic tribes early in the Common Era. This runic alphabet was used on stones, weapons, jewelry, and other items, with the earliest of these inscriptions dating as far back as the 2nd century. The peoples of Scandinavia had a strong oral tradition in which long passages of history and other important information was passed down using stories and poetry. By the Middle Ages, Scandinavia had developed new boundaries, and the language had evolved into distinct dialects, such as Danish and Swedish. The written language was influenced by the Roman alphabet, although the use of the runic alphabet did continue. The earliest recorded piece of Danish literature, Gesta Danorum, by Saxo Grammaticus, was published in approximately 1200 CE. In the tradition of the region's storytelling and poetry, it told the story of the first Danish kings from prehistory to the time it was written. In the early 1700s, Ludwig Holberg penned plays, comedies, works about history and philosophy. Holberg's most famous comedy, Jeppe pa Berget, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that terribly, is still performed nearly 300 years on. Jeppe, Jeppe, next word Paa, next word Bjerget, if you want to go look it up, okay? Maybe it could be a comedy or a musical or a combination of something that's been written like that, okay? Writing is a way to capture ideas, plans, dreams, and memories, as well as stories and history. It can also be therapeutic. You do not need to study or have any special tools to start writing. Put pen to paper and see what happens. Write for yourself, and your creative talents are freed for others too. You have a talent for writing and expressing yourself. You may like to share your gift with others by having your writing published, or to keep a journal just for yourself. It doesn't matter what you write. It matters that you start writing and get your thoughts down. Write anything that pops into your head. Writing is a healing experience that helps you process things in your life. It can also help you inspire others. And if you're having troubles writing, right, like physically doing that, I suffer from carpal and cubital tunnel. I actually just do voice to text in Notepad and then see what I want to do with it later. And sometimes I just make videos because I'm also trying to clear out my throat chakra as well and keep that balanced, because I know that one of my healing abilities is through my throat. Communication is powerful. All right. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Bye.